how to do a post. First thing you need to do is log in to the website, and what you're going to do is go in your address bar and you want to type /wp-admin. That's going to take you to the dashboard. Now you'll notice as soon as the dashboard opens, you're going to have the option to do a quick draft. That would be your title, this would be your content. This is, let's say you're in the chat room and you get a great idea and you want to save it. That'll start the process of doing a new post. So then you can go to all posts and you're going to see your quick draft. These are some extras that I had done. If you want to go back in and actually do that post, just click on the edit and you can work on it. Otherwise, if you're just ready to sit down and do a post, this would be your new post. Now, the first thing you want to look at is make sure you're in visual mode. If you notice, there's visual and there's text. And let me show you the difference here. This is a heading. Let's say you want a heading, and we're going to make it a big one, heading 1, that's your biggest heading. So if you go back over to text, you're going to see code. And you probably don't want to see that, so let's just stick with that. So this is how you do your headings, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just for search engine optimization purposes, try to use keywords in your headings. Penny stocks, stocks, charts, stock strategies, whatever your post is about. Use keywords as much as you can in those. Then we're just going to type a paragraph. Automatically defaults this paragraph, so you don't need to do that. Of course, you can make any of the text bold. You can make it a link. If you're going to do a link, you want to click this. Always open link in a new window tab. That keeps people on our website, and it'll open up that link in a new tab. So always, always, always you want to do that. Now let's say you want to put in an image. Let's put a chart in. I have it open the media library. This is all the images that have ever been loaded into the website. So if the image happens to be in there, you can use one of those. If not, you can upload the file from your computer. Let's just use a chart. So when you come over here on the right hand side, there are display settings. Let's align it left. You can have it left, center, or right, or none. Media file, if it's an image that you want it to expand when someone clicks on it so they can see a larger version, leave it on media file. If you want it to link to something else like YouTube, then you would just put YouTube in there. And then you have your option on sizes. Thumbnail, medium, or full size. Medium is probably best since we're left aligning it. That means there's going to be some text over to the right of it. There's your image. Now don't worry about the spacing in between the image and your text over here. It'll be automatic, and I'll show you that when we view the post. That's pretty much it as far as the content area. But the only thing else, you can play with these buttons up here if you want. You can insert a poll. This is those little polls that I do on the side. You can do some columns. You may want to use this if you want to do a table or something to that effect. You just decide which one you want to use. It's all pretty self-explanatory. So then we're going to come over here to the right-hand side. First thing you want to do, if anybody can view it, just leave this area blank. The post level restriction. If you want people that are only registered for their website, that means free members to view it, they're level 0. If you want premium members to view it, it's level 1. So let's leave it as that. Come on down, let's skip this for now. You have your categories. You guys are not allowed to create categories, so we'll have to do that for you. I'll probably go ahead and create some for charts, strategies, sub-penny stocks, maybe just stocks, whatever. So let's just put this in, and you always want to put your post in a category. So we put it in recent wins. And then we're going to go down to tags. Tags are keywords. Just think of them as keywords. And you always want to use tags. Again, this is good for search engine optimization. You can take the tag off if you changed your mind. As the site builds, you'll be able to choose from a list of the most used tags. And that way you won't have to type it in every time. You'll just see charts down there, you click it, and it'll automatically do it. The next thing that's important is the set featured image. You want to find an image. It doesn't have to be the same one that you put into the post. You can make it whatever you want. and you want to set that. What that does is, you know how you see like a little avatar or icon next to somebody's name? It's going to do the same thing for posts. It's going to have your post title, a little bit of the excerpt, and then that read more link, and that's where that featured image comes into play. So always put one of those on there too, even if it's just an icon or the stock aviator logo. You need to do that. So now we're ready to save the post. Drew wants total control over the post before they go live, so what you need to do is save it as a draft. This is going to allow him to go in, review the post, and then decide if he wants to publish it or not. And he'll just change those settings there. You can also do a password protected post, and you just enter in the password, and then if somebody tries to go to that post and they don't know the password, they won't be able to see it. You really should not probably be messing with that. And the publishing part, like I said, Drew will take care of that. So let's view the post and see what happened. Now here's a little trick. Instead of just clicking view the post, because what's going to happen is it's going to open that post in the same window. Let's go back, right click, open the link in a new window. So you can view the post in a new window. That's your featured image. It just expanded. And that way you can go back and forth. You can come over here, edit the post, and come over here and just refresh the page to see your changes, and you're not having to switch back and forth on this. It's much easier that way. Anyway, so you're going to see that's the featured image. Don't worry about that. I'm actually going to disable that, so you won't be able to see that at the top of every post. But you still need to do it. And then there's your heading size. There's your type of paragraph. Remember, we made that a link. Notice that there's padding in between the picture and that. And that's your YouTube, because I linked that image to that. And that's it. If you have any questions, private message me or Drew, and I'll get them answered.